Hello students. So in the previous class we were talking about in chapter light about that of the visually challenged person. Before that student we were talking about that of the defect of the vision. So defect of the vision is what in which you see that if you will not going to care your eyes properly, then absolutely it will going to harm your eyes or it will create some defect in your eye. And such kind of a defect we study under that of the defector in vision. This will include myopia, this will include hypermetropia or that of the cataract. Now, not only this students, so if these defects will going to harm our eye, so better we should care our eye. Now, how can you care your eye students? That you should wash your eyes frequently so that your eyes will not going to become dirty. Then you should not see the direct light from that of the sunlight or a direct light to sunlight or either of any of the bright light. So we should avoid to see directly to that of the sunlight or any of the bright light. Why is it so? Because it will going to harm your retina. Now we should not read in a moving vehicle, okay? So because it will create a tension in our eyes. And not only this student, we should not study in the very dim light or in a very bright light. Okay. Now we know that the eyesight is having a relationship between that of the food also. How is it so? If you are taking a proper amount of a nutritious food, so it will help in increasing your eyesight, or we can say that it will help in maintaining your eyesight. Okay, so you see vitamin A. So vitamin A is a good source of that of especially when we talk about that of a night blindness or the good eyesight. So we should eat the food which is rich in vitamins, which is rich in vitamin A especially. Okay, so eating nutritious food help in maintaining your good eyesight. Now, if we talk about the other students that we should also avoid, especially in front. We should not see in front of that of a computer for a longer period of a time. So you see that if you are sitting on in front of that of the laptop or in front of a computer for a longer period of a time, then absolutely it will going to harm your eyesight. Okay, so you should avoid it. Better, what we can do that we should take a small interval break of after 20 minutes. So it will help you to maintain your eyesight. It will not going to harm it. Okay. Now, after that, students, we will talking about that of a visually challenged person. What are the visually challenged person, student? Those people or those who is having very less power of eye or limited vision or no vision at all. Such kind of a person, we consider them as a visually challenged person. Now, how can you help a visually challenged person so that he or she can read or write? So better for a visually challenged person, it is not about a reading and writing, but for a visually challenged person, we can make them aware either by listening they can understand, or by touching, or by using the different kind of a visual aids. Okay, and in that only students, what are the different kind of aids that we can use for a visually challenged person? So the first one is that better we should use a big text letter or a bright colored material which will help them to see the material, see the letters properly, especially for those people who is having very poor vision. Okay, so it will help the poor vision people. Okay, so we can write it that a larger size of letter or brightly colored materials or suitable, good intensity or suitable intensity of light. So you see here students, either the larger size of the letter will be there, or brightly colored material we can take, or a good intensity of light. So while doing so, if you are doing all these things, it will going to help a poorly vision people to understand, to see the thing. So helps the poor vision person. Okay, so it will helpful for that of a person who is having very poor vision. Now, not only this student, there are some tactile aids like that of a braille or a braille. So we can write it. So some tactile aids are also there, such as braille, tactile aids such as braille writer or slate is there. So these will help the visually challenged person, we can write it, slate, help the visually challenged person for what? For reading, for writing and for listening. Okay, so if you are using some aids like that of a braille or that of a slate, these will, or sliders, all these things will help the visually challenged person to read, to write and listen. Okay, so these tactile aid will help a person in reading, in writing, and that aids can be a braille writer or a slate. Okay. Instead of listening, we can write it learning. Reading, writing and learning. Okay. Next one is the auditory aids. So we said that either they can understand by using the aids, either they can understand by feeling it, by touching it. Braille is that one in which the braille system is that in which the blind person or visually challenged person used to touch it, feel it and understand the different letters, and by this method only they are able to write, they are able to read as well as to learn. Now, not only this students, you know that these visually challenged person, they can also understand the thing by listening. So, not only there is no need every time of using the tactile aid, but we can also use that of auditory aids like that of a speaker and all. Okay, so we can write it auditory auditory aids such as cassettes or tape recorder. Sorry students, tape recorder. Okay, or audio books. Helps the visually challenged person to understand So you see here student, auditory aids also such as that of the tape recorder or audio books are there or audio cassettes are also there. So these all are what? These are the auditory aids. Auditory, it means the aids that we can listen, a machine or device by which we can listen anything. So auditory aids tape recorder, audio cassette or the audio books. This will help the visually challenged person to listen the recorded speech, listen the recorded speech, and absolutely it will help them to understand the concept. Okay, so these are the different A's that we can use for that of the visually challenged person. What are that, student? The first thing for the writing. So if suppose we are writing and they have to, especially for that of a poor vision people, so the text that we are writing should be in a capital or should be a big letters. Okay, so that they can see it properly. Second thing, the intensity of the light must be high. Okay, so if a good light will be there, good intensity of light will be there, absolutely it will help them to makes the word more clear. And the third one is that brightly colored material. So this will makes them to understand, although seeing is means understand. So this things is basically for the poorly vision people. Then the second one is students that is of a tactile aids like that of braille writers or that of a slate or sliders. So what is this one? These are the aids by which they can read, they can write, and they can learn also or understand also. Okay. Then the last one is the auditory aid students. So the aids by which they can listen it and they can understand. So in this one, student, the tape recorder, audio cassettes are there, audio books are there, all these things that they can listen. Okay, so these things by listening the recorded speech, they can understand. Okay, and they can learn. So these are the different A's that we use for the visually challenged person. Now you see here, student, when we were talking about see, when we were talking about that of the tactile aid, at that time we were discussing about, we said that tactile aid such as that of a braille writer. So now we will talk about that what is braille. Okay, so we will discuss about that of a braille system. Okay, now see. So if we talk about that of a braille system, students, so in braille system basically this system is used for the because of this system visually challenged or that of a blind person is able to read, to write and to learn. Okay, so we can say that this braille system, this braille aid, it is an aid which help the blind or that of a partially sighted people to understand how by reading, by writing. Okay, if we talk about the braille system, students, so this system is widely accepted. Okay, so it is widely accepted aid till now because it helped that of a visually challenged person to understand. Okay, basically this system, who has invented this system? So it was invented by Louis Braille, and he himself was a blind person. He lost his eyesight when he was a child. Okay, so we can write it, the Braille system. So Braille is a writing system which helps the blind or partially blind or partially sighted people so that they can read, write, okay, and learn. Basically, it is used for for reading and writing students. So we can say that it is a system which help that of the blind person or the partially sight person to understand how by reading or by writing. Now if we talk about this aid students, so this aid is widely accepted. Okay, why is it so? Because it is widely accepted as it proves to be the good aid for visually challenged person. Okay, so it is basically a good for that of a visually challenged person, student, for visually challenged people. So Braille is a writing system which will help that of a blind or that of a partially sight people to read or to write by touching. Now, who has invented this, students? So it was invented. You see, it was invented by Louis Braille. Okay, so it was invented by Louis Braille, who himself lost his sight. When he was a child. Okay, so he lost his sight when he was a child. So if we talk about the Braille system, students, so we discuss, okay, the system is basically made up for that of the visually challenged person or that of the blind person, we can say, and invented by the Louis Braille. But what is in the system, student? Basically, this Braille system, it is, we can say, it is a system. It is a system which is having a 63 dot pattern or character. And in that 63 dot pattern or character, 6 dots are there which arrange themselves in a rectangle and making 2 columns and each column of 3. Okay, so we can say that consisting of a 63 dot pattern or a character, each where in which the 6 dots are there and 6 dots arrange themselves in a rectangle, and in this rectangle, if suppose if we talk the 6 characters, so you see here, student, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like that, the 6 dots are there and they arrange themselves. This is A, if this is B, and this is C. Like that, the 63 dot pattern goes on. But if you see that 6 dots, how they arrange themselves, you can see here they arrange themselves in a rectangular shape. Okay, and arrange themselves, 6 dots arrange themselves in a rectangular, making 2 columns, 3 of each. Okay, so you can see here 3 here and 3 here, like that. The 6 dot, it make a rectangular shape and 2 columns of 3 dots in each of the column. Now out of the 6 position, a dot may be raised at any of the position. Okay, so here it can be this dot is raised here. In this one you can see maybe this one is raised, or here you see this one. So out of this 6 dots, it can be raised at any of the 6 position. Okay, and this making that of a 63 dots, or making the 63 pattern. Okay, so we can say that this raised dot, it forms a 64 combination. Now this 64 combination, student, it can be a letter, it can be a word, it can be a combination of letter, or it can be a grammatical sign. So you see here, students, 6 dots are there which arrange themselves in a rectangle. These rectangle consisting of 2 columns, 3 at each of the columns, and out of these, any of them, it can be more than this also. So here it can be 2. So this finally all this will make a 64 combination. These raised dot, it makes the 64 combination, and that 64 combination, it can tell about the letter, it can be a word, it can be a combination of the letter, or that of a grammatical sign. So by the help of this, system, Braille system, partially sight people or that of a blind person can see it, can read it or can write it. Okay, so by touching it, how can they understand the combination, student? By touching the raised dot. Okay, so at first when they went for to understand the Braille concept, especially for the visually challenged person students, so how they came to know about, how they understand about this Braille system, by touching that of the Braille sheet where the raised dots are present, and by touching the Braille sheet they can understand. How can they start, students? So in the beginning they understand about the letters. At first they understand the letters, then words, and then they understand that of the combination of the letter. Okay, so from the beginning they understand the combination of the letter, and by this they are able to understand the Braille language. Okay, so we can write it that Braille system has a 63 dot pattern. Braille system. The first point, Braille system have 63 dot patterns. Okay, 63 dot patterns and 6 dots. Let me write it in a number. That is, it is made up of, it is made up of 6 dots. Okay, 63 dot pattern, or we can say character. Okay, and it is made up of 6 dots. These 6 dots, they arrange themselves in rectangle, and this rectangle consisting of 2 columns, 3 dots in each. So this rectangle consisting of 2 columns, 3 in each. Okay, so you see here, student, Braille system has a 63 dot patterns, and it is made up of 6 dot, students. Now these 6 dots, they arrange themselves in a rectangle, and that rectangle consisting of 2 columns, 3 in each. Now out of this 6, any of the dot may be raised. Okay, so we can write it. That any of the dot, any of the dot out of 6 dot may be raised. Okay, so any of the dot out of the 6 dot may be raised, and 6 dot may be raised at any position. Okay, we have written at any dot out of the 6 dot may be raised, giving or forming 64 combination. To form 64 combination. To form 64 combination. Now this 64 combination, student, it may be a letter, it may be a word, or it may be a combination of the letter or a grammatical sign. So we can write it. Each combination represent either a letter, a word, combination of letter, letters, grammatical sign. Okay, so each combination, when they combine together, the formation of a combination. This combination represent either a letter, a word, a combination of a letter, or that of a grammatical sign. Now, student, you see these pattern, when it is embossed on that of a braille sheet, help the visually challenged person to understand the letter or to read it. Okay, so we can write it. These combination, when embossed on the braille sheet, helps the visually challenged person to read it by touching it. Okay, so these combination, when embossed on that of a braille sheet, help the visually challenged person to read it by touching. Okay, now not only this, students, what happens when the visually challenged person start learning that of a braille system? So you can write it. I hope you all have written this one. So let me rub it and move on. That when the visually challenged person, starts learning the braille system, They start with the word, letters, and finally they move on to that of the combination of letter, and finally moves on to the combination of letters or letter combining. Okay students, so this was a Braille system. Basically what happened in the Braille system, let me remind you again student. In a Braille system, this is a system basically for that of a visually challenged person, so that they can read it, so that they can write it. Okay, so for writing and for reading, this Braille system is there. Now this aid is widely accepted because it helped that of the visually challenged person to read and write. And it was invented by that of the Louis Braille, and he himself was a blind, he himself was a visually challenged person. He lost his eyesight when he was a child. Now, how can you understand, means what is this Braille system? Basically, what is there in that of the Braille system? So, it is the system is of a 63 dot pattern. Okay, and in this 63 dot pattern, students, the dots they are in a 6 dots are there, and these 6 dots they arrange themselves in a rectangle, making 2 columns, 3 dots in each. Now out of this 6 position, any of the position dot will may raised. Okay, and by this it will gives a say combination 64 combination. Okay, and the visually challenged person, they touch it, and with the help of touching they can understand the combination, and this combination basically it implies, it tells a letter. It can be a word, it can be a combination of a letter or a grammatical sign. Okay, so a visually challenged person, when they touch it, then they understand it. Now how they understand it? So they learn about that of a Braille system. So when they start learning the Braille system, student, at that time, at first they start with the small letters. They start with that letter and then small words, and finally the letters combining. Okay, so we can say that this is a Braille system which helped the visually challenged person. Okay.